Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I love saying that.
I know.
That's my favorite thing to say is hello, beautiful people. I wanted to ask a question to everyone today is what are you going to be doing this weekend? What's going on for you?
What plans do you have?
Yeah, are you going to, spend time with your family? I know some of you are migrating back in together, a few people. Some people, are just still hanging out at home. So are you having a game night amongst yourselves? Are you having a backyard movie night? I mean, what is it? What is your swag this weekend?
Yes.
I want to know.
Please comment down below.
Comment down below. They always say that.
I know.
Down below.
Yeah.
But I want to know how everyone is. You look good. I know you look good. I can feel it. I'm sure you do. Even if you're at home or wherever you are, you look good. So, I want to welcome you again. And I wanted to ask you, how are you?
I'm good.
How's your day going?
I'm really good. It's going good. It is. I feel like the day is going so quick. Yeah. Like time just flies by, and before you know, it's the evening. So
it's gone.
How are you doing?
I thank you. I'm doing very well. I had an amazing workout this morning. Every morning, well, with you. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was a really good day. It's been a really good week. And so let's get into it.
Yes.
I'm really excited for today. And with that, I want to tell you, I'm excited to hear from you and to be in contact with you and to be your friend. Mm-hmm. And so in that mindset, I would like you to like our channel, subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified when we are on and lit and popping and the swag is here.
Yes.
I'm really excited to connect with you and help you. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Exactly.
So I wanted to start this out. It's very interesting, this topic. I wanted to congratulate all of you. I want to congratulate all of you. Mm-hmm. If you are over the age of 18, I want to congratulate you because that means that you are a parent. Mm-hmm. And if you already have a kid, then congratulations again.
Because you got another one.
You got another one. And you're like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? And who is this person? Mm-hmm. This other child. This child is right inside of you. It is you. Yes. You are this kid.
You are the kid.
Yeah, you are the kid. We were talking about this topic because so often people don't realize that there's a kid inside of them. There's an inner child, and what they don't tell you is this. They do tell you when you turn 18, you can go out and do whatever you want to do and you can move out and you can vote.
Yeah, you can vote. You can sign up for the military.
Yeah, do all kinds of different things that you would like to do in life by yourself. However, they do not tell you that you have full control now over you. Yeah. And that this now is a reparenting. That's what we call it, is reparenting. And the reason why it's called reparenting is because from infancy up until 18 years of age, you already had parenting that was taking place in some kind of way. Mm-hmm. So for each person, that's different. Some people, you were adopted. Some people might say even, they raised themselves. Yeah. Some people who had both their parents in their lives. Some people had divorced parents. Mm-hmm. Some people had people that they looked up to as parents or a sibling raised them.
Yeah, a father figure.
Yeah, a father figure or a mother figure in their life that stepped in, a grandmother even, abuela. Yeah. So I seem to see that there is so many different aspects to what happened from infancy to 18, But what I see now is that once you reach the age of 18, that all becomes your responsibility. Mm-hmm. Your parents, whoever they were, might have done the best job they could have. Some of them might have not, but they raised you. And now as you grow up and you get older, you have to make decisions for yourself to go, okay, what is it that didn't work back then? What was it that isn't something I want to include in my adulthood anymore? Because there are some parents who spoke to their kids a certain way, and now as they grow up, they now have to reprogram their mind to change how they speak to themselves and how they feel about themselves because of that. So reparenting is basically being responsible for you, and making choices that you're going to make for yourself, about yourself, and how you're going to do that for yourself,
And I think with reparenting as well, you are looking at different parenting styles when it comes to yourself. When we're looking at our children and parenting our children, of course, from a mother and a father from different families, that differs from families as to how they parent, as to how they deal with different situations concerning their child. So this is the same way for yourself. Not every parenting style will be the same for you as another person. So I think that's important as well.
Yeah. And that's why, with each child that you have too, parents will say, and you can see, is that they require different action steps and different ways that a parent is going to parent that child differently than they parented their other child. Yeah. They might parent their daughter different than they parented their son. So it might be a different differentiation in how you do things. And other people will tell you, oh, that's not what we did. We did this. But that's okay, because it's what works for you. So that same thought is what you have to do for yourself. Yes. Knowing and having that awareness of what do I need? What is it that I have inside of me that needs to be reparented so that I can do the best that I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
And so, like we said, parenting, there's this whole thing that I always used to read growing up. And I did read this book, and I was probably 8 years old. And it said, I have no idea why I read it, but it said that home training starts at home, or parenting starts at home. And when I read that, my dad always said home training. Yeah. But the book was Parenting Starts at Home. And so what that means is exactly what it means, is home training starts at home. You can't initiate what to do without first starting from a place that is sound, in your home. Yeah. Prior to then going out.
Exactly. Because the way you operate in your home is going to determine how you act in the outside world.
Yes. So, it's the same when you look at a child. If you have to teach them from day one, or once they're starting to walk and run everywhere, hey, hold my hand. Because if they're going to go outside and lo and behold, a car is coming, you don't want them to run off into the street. You want them to be in your hands.
Exactly.
And same with stealing from a store. You're going to teach your child that prior to going to the store or into different people's homes. Don't go and knock down all these people's things. Some of y'all probably just let your child knock down people's things anyway.
You might be that person.
Maybe that's what you like. Maybe that's what you're like, please knock that down. But what I'm saying is, there's certain things that you have to do as a parent to guide your child prior to them having certain experiences so that they know what they should and should not do.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I was like when me and you were talking about that was reparenting in the different times that we've had to learn to do that for ourselves.
Yeah. And specifically, I remember a specific moment in time where you told me that you did something wrong and you knew you shouldn't have did it. You knew you shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to ask for forgiveness.
Yep.
You didn't want to say sorry.
Nope.
You wanted to hold on to that.
Yep.
With all you got, you were like, nope, I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to cave in.
Yep. Yeah. I know exactly what you were talking about, because it was a time, I don't remember what I did or said wrong, the exact thing, but I know that it was to Tim. Tim is my husband. Yum. Just kidding. Okay, so I said the worst. And I remember that at the end of that, I'm sitting down, going back and forth in my head and going, I am absolutely not going to apologize. And then on the other end going, you need to apologize. And then going, no, I'm not. And so it's like this sense where that inner child conflicting with the adult child and the parenting that then has to step in to go, which one are you going to choose? The good parenting is going to say, what is going to cause me to grow here?
Yeah.
If I continuously act ridiculous towards him and continue to do that, what is it going to do for me? Nothing. It's going to cause me to be more annoyed. I'm going to be more vexed towards the rest of the day, And so I remember strongly that day I was talking to you on the phone and I was like, I didn't want to apologize. I did not want to. I do not want to. It's so interesting because everything inside of you is saying, you are wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
you hear the voices.
Completely.
You hear it.
But then there's this, it's not even there's no justification. It's just a made up, feel good moment for yourself of, well, if he didn't do that, then I wouldn't have said that or whatever. And I wish I knew exactly what it was. Cause let me tell you, I have no problem. And that's one thing I love about our channel is that I have no problem. I will always call myself out 110%. I have learned ownership of myself, and that is real. Yeah. So for me, it is very important to hone in on that. So if I had remembered specifically what it was, I would absolutely have no problem with that. But I just remembered that I finally came to this conclusion of what needed to happen, and I did. Yeah. I told him I'm sorry. And you know, people don't want to do that word. Yeah, sorry word. It's
something about it where people cringe. They're
I'm
like,
weak. I'm a baby.
Yeah,
they're gonna. Yeah, I'm a punk now. Yeah. No, you're not. You're actually, when you step into that, you're doing the best thing that you can do, which is actually to release it. Yeah, and to then take ownership of what you you're taking ownership of what you did. Secondly, you're releasing it, and third, you're able to grow. Yeah, because you no longer have to have this carried on you all day. You know. And so reparenting is a very important skill. And that really comes down to talking to yourself. Yeah. I talk to myself all the time.
All the time.
And I don't care if you think that looks crazy. You need to talk to yourself. It's very important you develop an inner dialogue between yourself and yourself. Yeah. You and yourself. So if that means looking in the mirror for you, if that just means talking and hosting a conversation, if you need to put on your Bluetooth in the car and your earphones, but you're not talking to anyone but yourself because you just don't want to look crazy, do it. Whatever it is. If you're talking to yourself in the shower, some of the best speeches I have
are in the shower.
Why weren't they recorded? So what I'm saying is, talk to yourself, about what's going on, about what you need to do, correcting yourself. Yeah. You know, because I think one important thing is, you know, when I talk to a lot of different people, you know, they'll tell me, well, they'll call themselves out on saying really horrible things to themselves. And a lot of times this was back in childhood where they heard horrible things said to themselves.
So it's just a cycle. Yeah. They repeated it.
So they may have heard, hey, you're never going to amount to anything. Yeah. And so as they get older, they're constantly telling themselves how stupid they are. As soon as something doesn't work out, they're saying how stupid they are.
They're beating themselves up.
Beating themselves up. Yeah, immediately. And that's why I wanted to ask you this. Let me ask you this. If you heard your child saying to themselves how stupid they were, and would you tolerate that?
Not at all.
Would you tolerate that? That's an important question. Yeah. And what would you tell them if you heard them doing it? What would you do if you heard them?
What I would want to do, want to pop them. But, you know, I would tell them, stop. Why are you saying this? Yeah. You know, and get down to the core issue as to why are you saying this? Yep. You know, because that's where it comes down to. Yeah.
And because the thing is that you would never let your child talk to themselves like that. So why are you talking to yourself like that? You would never allow your child or tolerate such word choice by your child, saying how stupid they were, how ugly they were, how dumb they are, or anything. Like, you would never tolerate that, or, you know, subject them to allowing that in their life and in their mind. So why would you allow that as a word choice for you? It's okay for you to walk around saying that? Absolutely not. You know? So when you do that, you have to take a step when you do mess up like that, and you say something horrible about yourself to yourself. You need to take a time to step back and to say, you know what? No. Choose that you are now, this is a reparenting moment. No, I'm not going to talk to myself that way. You know what? I might have messed up. Yeah. I might have not done this right, but I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to do just fine. And when you do that, you start to condition your mind to think new thoughts. And what happens is, you might have to do this a few times. You might have to say to yourself a few times that you're not stupid, and tell yourself no over and over again when you get to the thought of saying these things. But once you start telling your mind no, and you start telling your mind what you really are, replacing it by saying, I am smart. I messed up today, but I'm smart. I am capable. I might have had a hard day, but I am capable. So when you do that, your mind starts to go, okay, so now we're having a different inner dialogue here. He's saying he's smart. She's saying she is smart. Okay, so I'm going to receive that. So now the thought is right here. I am smart. The mind sees it. The mind looks at it. And then you decide, do I choose to receive this thought that I am smart? Then when you say, yeah, I choose to believe that. Once you choose that, you believe it. And in turn, that is how you then feel in your body. So, and the opposite is true. The opposite is true if you do that the other way. If you then say to yourself that you are stupid, then what happens? What happens is you're now sad. You feel depressed. You're tired. All of a sudden,
low energy.
You're walking different. You're walking slower. You feel like you're not equipped for the day. You know, like you said, lack of energy. So that goes to show you how powerful the mind and body's connection is, and how important it is to say what it is you are wanting to claim. Do I want to claim that I'm stupid, or do I want to claim that I am capable?
And I love that so much, because what it comes down to is a choice. It's the simple fact of choosing. It's either this one or it's that one.
The red pill or the blue pill.
Exactly. That's really what it is. And people say, oh, it's that simple. It is, though. You have to make up in your mind, that's where you're going, that's what you're going to believe, and that's where it's at. And
you have to face yourself daily. Every day you're going to be confronted with new moments, new experiences, and new people and new places, and annoying people and annoying places, and hot places and cold places, and different climates and different seasons, and money and no money. And there's going to be so many different seasons that you go through in life. And in each of those moments, you have to respond accordingly to face them and to go, hold on. I still know that I'm capable. I still know that even though this is going on, I am strong. I still know that even though I'm wondering where a job is coming from right now, I still can find one, that it's going to happen for me, that my family is going to be taken care of, that we can figure this out, that we have the strategies that we need, that I have a mind which gives me thoughts, which allows me to think what I can and can't, can and cannot do. You know, so I think it's very important that you start to repeat these words in your mind over and over again. Conditioning. Because as you know, with your child, there's some things that you might be repeating to them 50 times throughout the week. And sometimes 50 times throughout the day. Where's your shoes? Where's this? Make sure you get up for school. Make sure you set your alarm, okay? Or like a little kid, you're constantly dialing into where they are, what they need that day, and maybe repeating yourself over and over again. And then eventually, the hope is that they get it.
That they will remember what you're saying and start applying it.
So they don't need any longer to keep hearing you say everything over and over again, because they know it for themselves. And that's the same thing for you. You won't have to repeat it over and over again anymore, because you'll know it for yourself. But in the beginning, you will. You know, so you have to fight for that. You have to say, no, I refuse to talk to myself this way. Because you know it won't serve you. If you talk to yourself that way, it won't serve you, and you won't feel good for the rest of your day. You know? So I was going to go back to what we talked about with my annoyance levels of what I developed that day. When that inner child was coming in, and I was so frustrated with Tim for no reason other than it was myself. You know, some people are reacting frustrated to people because they're frustrated with themselves. It has nothing to do with the person at all. So sometimes if ever you are confronting another individual and you're like, why are they mad at me? It's not you, sister.
It's not
you, brother. It's not you, bro. So sometimes you're just mad at yourself. You know? So I say, why you mad, bro? But I really realized that every child needs this experience. And what I remember a psychologist was talking about, children that go through life without the ability to throw tantrums. And how it's not appropriate. It's not healthy. And it's not appropriate for what they're going to need for the rest of their lives. And the thing is that why not as a parent be able to introduce them to how to healthily combat tantrums, then say, here's a lollipop. Here's the phone. Here's a TV show to go watch. Here's anything that you know,
to distract them.
To distract them from that, so that you're just saying, okay, stop. because at some point you won't be there when they're in class. You won't be there to confront them with a way of solving their tantrum.
Yeah.
They will immediately reach for what's the fix, and they won't know what the fix is. Yep. And a lot of times that can result in even more anger and frustration for them, So being able to offer that ability to say, you can get mad. You're allowed to get mad. You're not allowed to destroy the house. You're not allowed to, jump off the roof and hurt yourself. You're not allowed to punch your brother in the face. You know what I mean? But you're allowed to express yourself and to vocalize that you are upset right now.
Yes.
And we will figure out what we can do for you to help you. And just in that same way, as an adult, you have tantrums. And a lot of times with your tantrums, they're all over the place, and you have no parenting to say stop. And but the problem is that you have to realize that within your parenting skills, you have learned how to think for yourself, to be able to go, you're aware of yourself. So this tantrum is happening in you. You're vexed. Allow yourself to be vexed.
To be vexed.
To give
mad.
yourself permission.
Yeah.
And so what I realized is by not giving yourself permission, it stores it up inside of you. To say, oh, it happened, but now I'm going to erase it.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. I'm fine. Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, yeah. Okay with the okay. I don't know. How, some people say they don't like a text that says O and K. And then some people say they don't like the text that says O-K-A-Y. Yeah. Period. Which one? No. And then some people don't like ... dots at the end.
So because they don't know what's really going on.
Yeah. But good and well. And the people that say no worries, if you have worries attached to it, stop saying no worries.
Just say the worries.
Yeah. What's the no worries, but you're mad? No worries, but I'm gonna punch you out secretly. No, that's not what it is.
Yes.
So you need to allow yourself to alleviate your frustration by what I invented. I call it the 520 rule.
Yeah.
And I call it the 520 rule because I was thinking an hour is too much time wasted to be mad at someone, something, an inanimate object, your child, your mom, your uncle,
whoever it is,
your teacher. For an hour, it's way too long. That's way too long. And 30 minutes is pushing it too. So what I saw is 5 minutes to 20 minutes is what you need. You need 5 to 20 minutes to go, okay, I'm mad. Okay. And you need to have a system for this too. This is not supposed to be done in front of your kids and that might
acting wild.
Yeah, acting wild. But you give yourself permission to relocate yourself to your room or to a space that is your own.
That
whatever,
is silent.
Whatever that is.
Private place.
Yeah, whatever that is. And you set your alarm on your phone and you say 5 minutes. So I did that. I said 5 minutes. And for 5 minutes, I went crazy, kicking my legs up in the air in the room, punching the pillow, screaming into the pillow. If that's what you need to do, you need to punch the pillow, scream into the pillow. Talk to yourself about why you are mad.
Yes.
That's important. Talk to yourself about it. If you need to run up and down your stairs 10 times, go do some sprints outside 10 times. You need to do high knees for a few minutes. Do some burpees, whichever it is. If you have a punching bag outside, go and do that.
If you need to listen to music, some people just need to unwind.
Some people just need to unwind or be outside. You need to just go outside and sit down.
Have fresh air.
If you need to, and the main thing is what is it that you need that's not going to destroy the house, that's not throwing plates around and punching your husband out or anything that's violent in that action, but it is you going, I'm frustrated, I'm releasing this so that I don't carry this back into the rest of my day. I want to go to the rest of my day and have a good day. So I don't want to carry it in my spirit anymore. Yeah. It's frustrating. Now, if I keep this here, I'm going to be mad at everyone I'm around.
Yeah.
And that's wasting my life.
Yeah.
That's wasting your minutes.
Yeah. Your minutes.
And minutes are so... they're so significant. You're just expending them like that for no reason when you could be in a different moment, So after that 5 minute period or whatever you choose, 5 to 20 minutes, you then hone in, you breathe. You take time and you breathe. Yeah. Breathe 3 times. And just relax yourself. Realize that you're here, you're okay, you're good. And then you can listen to your favorite song. You can maybe journal. For some people, they like to do that. For other people, it might be a drive. You might want to go on a drive for a few minutes and just see different scenery, especially right now, it might be a drive situation for you. Yeah. So that might be what it is. For some people, like I said, journaling, a sitting down in silence, breathing, whatever that is to calm the cool down, after the storm. You want to make sure you have that cool down period. After you've had that cool down, then you want to look at and reflect on what happened. Mm-hmm. And in that reflection, and you see that you hurt someone, you were mean to someone, you might have cussed someone out. Yeah. And you need to go back and take ownership during that reflection and go, you know what, man, it wasn't right. Yeah. I shouldn't have said that. That's reparenting. Personal reparenting. It's going to sting. Yeah. It's going to sting because hurt. You're not going to want to say, I don't want to have to mention this. I don't want to do this. But you're going to. And that's what's going to release it. Yes. And what is it that you always say? Because we talk forgiveness. Forgiveness.
I always say that when you say, you know, I'm forgiving someone, some people think, okay, I'm letting them off the hook. Mm-mm. That doesn't mean that. Mm-mm. It means that you are letting them off your hook. That's what that means. It means that you are getting released. You are feeling good. You are feeling lighter. And so I think that's important to know. And one of the things that I also want to know in the process when you said talking to yourself through and talking and making sure you feel good and all these things is to say when you have that process and you're doing that, you start to realize, why am I mad? I know that's happened for me. Yeah. I'm talking to myself and I'm like, wait, why am I annoyed right now? You realize I have no reason to be annoyed.
It's comical.
I didn't want to mention that.
Yeah, it becomes comical.
Yeah, it does.
You're like, I'm mad because the shoestring wasn't on the right shoe and it wasn't long enough, but the shoestring. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm mad because the baby doesn't know how to change his own diaper, and he should, you know, he's 2 months now. He should know how to do that, and he doesn't get up and get his own bottle. So I'm really mad about that. You know, that's the thing you have to say. You have to realize that talking to yourself is very important to being aware of what's going on internally within you so you can know how you want to handle things. Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is, you know, when we said about forgiveness is if your child misbehaves in school or wherever they are and they hit another child or they hurt another child somehow or say something mean to them, what are you going to tell them?
Don't do that. You're going to tell them stop.
Yeah, and if they hurt someone, what are you going to tell them to do as a result?
You're going to tell them to apologize.
And so that same concept has to be applied to yourself. That when you say things that aren't correct, that you tell yourself, I'm going to go apologize. I'm going to pick up the phone. Yeah. I'm going to FaceTime. I'm going to talk to this person in person. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to vocalize, I am sorry. Please forgive me, you know, and forgive. And the other thing is important is, like you said, beating yourself up. Yeah. When that happens and you get mad at yourself, forgiving yourself. That's very important. Ask the person for forgiveness, yes, but then also forgive yourself for messing up. Forgive yourself for the mistake, you know? Yeah. So I think that's very important too. And, you know, speaking along the lines, I was thinking of people that constantly ask how they look or they want compliments. You know what I mean? They so often seek out compliments from other people, but why aren't you seeking them out from yourself? Yeah. You should be saying to yourself how beautiful you are, how capable, how amazing you are, how amazing you look. Girl, you look good today. Yes. Hello, how are you? I am so proud of you. You look amazing. You got up and you did it. Your makeup looks good. You look good even without makeup. Wow, I'm so proud of you. I know you're tired and you've been taking care of this baby all night, but you're still doing so good. Yeah. And you know, you wait around for these compliments that never come.
Yeah, and you get mad.
And you get mad. You get mad. Well, I'm waiting for my husband to tell me how amazing I'm doing. And it's not to say he doesn't need to tell you, but you need to tell yourself. It's very important that you as a husband or as a wife or as a woman, as a man and as a boyfriend and as a girlfriend and whatever you are doing, whatever realm of life you are in, that you continuously have this internal dialogue for yourself, by yourself, with yourself. Yes. I am amazing. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to hear from you.
Yeah.
That I'm amazing. I
You're
love that.
amazing.
It's great to hear from you that I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
But I know I'm beautiful.
Yes.
I know it.
Yourself.
I don't need a comment. I don't need a greeting card. I don't need you know what I mean? You have to know that. And that's the same with, you know, even when you give someone a gift. And oftentimes if someone gives you a gift and you want that thank you card attached.
Yeah.
And you don't get it.
You're waiting for it.
Yeah, you're waiting.
Yeah.
It's been a week. Well, maybe the mail is slow. No, tell yourself, you know what? I did really good at that. And it is courtesy to say thank you, but it's okay. And that brings it to the point too, where if someone does something to you that bothers you, what is the choice? To either not say anything and sit in your annoyance towards them, or to say, hey, you know what? I sent you a thank you note, or no, I sent you a gift and I never received a thank you note. And it actually bothered me.
Yeah. It really did.
You know, to say that. And they might say, oh, well, I've been busy, da, 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 da. But that's not the point. The point is that you are actually parenting yourself enough to say, I have boundaries that I'm going to actually say something to someone and say, you know what, this bothered me a little bit. I'm going to let go of it.
You're doing
I'm not
something about it.
Yeah. Not instead of carrying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you said a really good point the other day too. You're like, if you don't forgive someone, you are carrying that person that you're not forgiving with you the rest of your day.
The rest of your day.
And you say, no one controls me.
Yeah.
But then all day long, you're taking them to bed with you. You're taking
dinner.
You're taking them to dinner.
When you play with your kids.
Yep. You're taking them, how you talk to your husband, how you have a headache, you got a migraine. All of a sudden, because you didn't deal with what so-and-so said to you. And you didn't let that go. And it had nothing to do with your husband. Nothing to do with Sally, Sue, anyone at all. It had to do with you not actually announcing and saying, hey, I didn't like that. Yeah. You know? And actually, and don't discredit yourself either if you're like, oh, that's too petty to mention. Mention it. It doesn't mean that they're going to receive it right. It doesn't mean that they'll receive it at all. Some people will, some won't, but that it's okay. Yeah. It is on you to take personal accountability for yourself to say, this is where I am, and this is what I'm going to say, you know? Yeah. Because the main thing is we're all about building you to last. Sustainability. Yes. Longevity is what we seek for your life. And to help you, it is by you ministering to yourself, you know? So that means that before your husband even tells you that you look good, you already know. Before you even, you know, for pastors that are, they do all these sermons, these amazing sermons, and they're waiting for someone to tell them, you've already spoke so much to yourself and ministered so much to yourself within these sermons that you already feel it for yourself. You know it's good. Yeah. You know it's right. The anointing's there. Yeah, you already know. And for a student, before you even take your test, you already know you're doing good. You already know you aced it with or before that score
before
comes
you even
up.
Got it.
Yeah, before you even got it. You've already said, you know what, this is an A. I'm doing it. I'm killing it. I'm proud of myself, you know? And then the other thing is, before your wife mentions to you all the things that you've done around the house, you're already knowing you've done so many things around the house and how proud you are of that. You are proud before. You are grateful before. You are loving yourself before someone else loves you. Yes. It's not about, oh, now I love myself because they love me.
They complete me.
Yeah, they complete. No. You love you first. Yes. And then you will also, in turn, know how to love better. You will know how to minister to others more effectively if you are taken care of in yourself. It's important, you know. I just want each person to do well in life and to have so much fun and to live the life that they've been given to live. And you'll only live that life if you learn to reparent yourself, to harness that inner child, to talk to that inner child and to tell it what it is that it needs, what it is that it doesn't need. And that looks different for each person. You know, like when your child is whiny, you know, they need a nap. You might need a nap sometimes too. Yeah. You know, and you might have to seek out that help if you don't have anyone there. You might have to say, hey, can you come over for an hour? I just need to sleep for a second because the baby's not sleeping well, you know, or I just need you to come over and just talk with me because I need someone to talk to today. You know, so reaching out, knowing what that inner child needs. It needs communication. It needs to be loved. I need a hug, asking for it, you know. I need to work out today, going and doing those things that you need. And one thing is too, is it's very important. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this is that so oftentimes people will try to maneuver themselves out of things. However, this is what I mean. If your child needs to go to school that morning, you're going to wake them up and say, it's time for you to go to school. You have to get up. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I don't feel like it. You're going to say, you know what? It's going to be a great day. You're going to do it anyway. And that's the same thing you have to do with yourself. It's a discipline where you have to say to yourself, I'm getting up. I'm going to work out today.
You're going to do it.
It's a personal discipline that you develop, that it's not letting yourself off the hook. It's because parenting is not that. Parenting is hard. Yeah. So there's going to be times you don't want to do stuff. Your child doesn't want to do stuff, but they have to do that thing. And it's going to, in turn, grow them, make them feel better, nurtured, taken care of, loved, you know? And so doing these things is real self-care.
And just like we said at the beginning with choice, that again comes down to the choice to do it, to make up your mind saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up. I'm going to eat this. Whatever it is, you're making that simple choice. People say, is it that simple?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
You make the choice and your mind in turn receives that and will do that, you know? And it might take some time. You might have to break old habits. It might not be
right off the bat.
Yeah, there's old habits that have to die away so that you can be rebirthed to doing what you were meant to do.
Yes.
But that's okay. You know, take the time, do what you need to do, and use it rightfully.
Yes.
And so I love you.
Yes. We love you.
Stay liquid. Do your thing. Have fun. Have a really good weekend. Have a really good week. By the time you see this, it will be already a new week.
Yeah.
So I want you to just go out and just have a really good time, connect with people, talk to them, tell them what you need, call people on the phone this week, and tell us how you reparented yourself this week. We want to know what challenges. DM or put anything below in the comments and just say how something might have happened this week, but you decided, no, I'm not going to say that to myself, or I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to react that way.
Yeah.
And how you felt, you know? And so, love you a lot.
Yes.
And as we always say, please like, subscribe,
comment down below
so you can also get notified to all the things that are going on. And yes, we love you and we see you.
Yes, we do.